Hi, I'm Dinesh Shamdasani, CEO of Bad Idea. I'm here with the Nerd Herd. If you want to do it right, collect what you like. Yo, what's up, comic compadres, and welcome back to another Team Nerd Herd podcast, where if you want to do it right, collect what you like, man. So I want to welcome you back, guys, to another bottom half. I also want to give a shout out to Tourette's Awareness Day. I was diagnosed with Tourette's when I was a young kid. But I got to give love to all my squinters and all my little twitchers like I used to be and what I'm still am. And know that, even if you have Tourette's, you can get a 1K show on YouTube too, right? So you can do anything, man. So I'm going to pass this on to Alonzo. What's up, Alonzo? What you got, bro?
Not much, man. I'm looking forward to the bottom half, man. I can't wait to just dive right in there. So this is Alonzo, aka Comics and Pops, your comic book nerd and your pop culture fanatic. Down over to you, Big Rob.
Thanks, Alonzo. It's Big Rob. Rob's Nerd. Hey, on Instagram, and excited for this bottom half, better known as All Might's Bulge, 11 through 20. And let's move it on to Timor, aka Timor Comics.
Hey everyone.
No.
Yeah, like everybody else too. Yeah, I want to see the bottom. Was it bottom 10? I guess not the top 10, bottom 10. So yeah. So pass it on to Steve.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Steve, aka Hip Hop Send Me, your one-toe scale collector, comic book lover, and chaser of all things nostalgic. And I am ready to get into this bottom half. Nope. Pause that. I'm sorry, guys. Let's move it on up to JR because I could see him shake his head.
You don't trust me? You don't trust me that you'd make some comment about you bulldozing the bottom half? Anyways, this is Rogue's Law, your resident asshole. How's it going tonight, folks? What? One ticket?
No, I'm picking Alonzo's nose.
I thought you were giving me a colonoscopy. Anyways, I'll pass it on over to Ian. How you doing, sir?
And yo, man, I want to give a shout out to our moderators, man. Go follow them over on Instagram, Mr. Santee, Rudy, Uncle Rudy, and something is wrong, which is what, Steve? Is something wrong's in the house?
Something white's gonna happen. Something white's gonna happen, yo.
All right, man. This is Hood Rat,
bro.
This is Hood Rat. I'm Hood Rat. We're all Hood Rats, man. We'll pass it down to Steve for a roll call. What's up, Steve? Over in the live chat.
Holler at the herd chat. What's going on, my man Phil? Comics Talk Weekly. Spine Tick Familia already in the building, getting that popcorn ready. Urban Redenbacher, I hope. All right, my man, 50 grand. Something wrong. Something right's gonna happen up in this, brother. Nice to see you and moderating as always, my brother. Copy 801, my man. What's in the cinema? I got to see The Conjuring, my brother. All right, let's see here. I think we got C-list villain. C-list
in the house.
Woo. Brother, talk to me, man. Good to see you. Norbate up in the north, up in the representing. We got brother Rudy moderating as always, holding it down, holding the fort down. Azores Tigers, Spine Ticks Familia, como estás, my brother? Picking up those keys all the time like a bloodhound, yo. This group chat's freaking jumping on me, man. We got Phil again. Oh, with the new name, with that new. We got my horror hermano J2 Ramirez with the low grades. What's cracking? Yo, man, we got Lord Chucks, BLCC, biggest little comic collectors up in the building. Definitely Sam, pillar to the community, honest to God, great guy, and on his way to Cali. That's it, man. Comics on the mind.
Yo, what's up, Comics?
He eats, breathes, and sleeps comics. And then, oh yeah, Guy Forge, 1/3 of the Pressable Defects up in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's up,
All
man?
right. I think we are all caught up, yo. If I missed anybody in the group chat and it's jumped on me, we will get you on the next roundabout, my brothers and sisters.
Yo, and I just want to welcome too. Welcome back, brother, man. Like, your family, bro. You just our family, man.
Hey.
Welcome back to the show, man.
Yeah.
You're with us over on Milk Call.
Yeah.
So you already know what's up, bro. So
Yeah.
welcome, man. I appreciate you,
thanks
bro,
for the
coming
invite.
on.
Yeah,
Oh, bro, anytime, bro. I mean, you're always welcome, bro. You are. I mean, you are the Instagram comic guy, man. So let's be honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this, man. So what we got, man? Oh, Jesus in the house, man. So we come up with this list with Covr Price, man. Covr Price always helps us out with this list, man. It's an unbiased, empirical data-driven app that looks at different marketplaces, man. If you guys go to Covr Price right now, coverprice.com, you guys can get 10%. You get free 10 days, right? Free 10 days to check out the app, man. I actually purchased the app, man. I love it, man. I go through, I put my collection in there, and I'm able to look at all the stats that are going on within the comic book market and understand where it's at and how to get the best deals, man. So hit them up, coverprice.com. And I'll put their banner right here, man. We appreciate them. We appreciate them helping us out with the show too. So let's get this moving, man. So if I could get my thing moving. So this is all we all want this participation from the audience, man, from the live chat, man. So we're always so as we go through these, man, we're each gonna stamp the book in a way that we want to. We can either call it a hold for the collection. We can call it a FOMO book on the watch list, something that you might want to hit the star over there on eBay and watch it for a little bit. Or I don't get this book. Like, what is this book? Or if it's basura. Can I get the basura, Steve?
Basura.
The basura, man. Can I get the basura?
Like GR says it, though.
Come on, JR. Say it, JR.
Roll your R, bro.
Come on, Vato.
Roll your R.
I can't roll my R. Trust me.
Throw your
I haven't grown through if I can roll my R.
Basura.
Rob can do it.
Basura.
Basura, man. And maybe we just might want to sell this thing right off the bat, man, because we know it's like at its peak and you better get that money quick, man. So flip that pancake or sell, man. But we got this new little segment here too, man. To begin, we call it the watch list, and these are books that we're looking at, or either books that we have seen over on Covr Price that have a pretty good jump in its increase in its sales and how many books sold. So I think JR wants to start us off, man. What you got, JR?
This is the Daredevil annual from 2020. It was a one-off story about Matt Murdock's brother, Mike Murdock, and a friend of his when he was a kid. We find out that the kid is Kingpin's first son. We don't find out until, I think it was 2 issues ago, who that son is. Wow. That is now Butch in the main storyline. As you all know, I'm a huge Kingpin fan. Kingpin's been in the Daredevil book like a solid run for about the last 5 years. For a villain, that's a pretty huge thing. I think they're planning on killing off Kingpin and having Butch take over the role as Kingpin pretty quickly.
I think so, huh?
So I think this is a character. Right now, you can get this book pretty cheap, about $10 at max. I think $10 to $15. I think they're going to be featuring him pretty good because they might end up just taking Kingpin and kind of retiring Wilson Fisk for a long time. He has been killed before, but they've never had like somebody to back him up, like take over his role. So that's my guess. What about you guys? What do you think?
You might still find this book on the rack, actually.
We might still find it on the rack, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great spec. I would definitely hold it if you can find it. I do believe you're right, JR, that the Kingpins had a nice run, so they might want to reinvigorate the book by putting somebody else in power.
Yeah. They had some good incentives, man. They had some other than these two. I know I purchased one with Daredevil and Spider-Man on a rooftop, and although JR is gonna give me a dirty look right now, I mean I actually like this cover right here where he's jumping off the building and the Spider-Man cover. This cover just looks great. Him boxing and stuff like that. I mean, I would definitely hold it because the Daredevil is. I mean, to JR's point, recently he said he doesn't get enough love, but but dude, the guy's an interesting character. He's had great runs written about him, and if you have an appreciation for him, you guys got to go in those back bins and search for this for sure. What do you think? What do you think, Alonzo?
No, it's the same thing. It's just hold this sucker, and let's just hope and pray that things just work out.
What about the
I
man?
know I just got here, but Basura, this is trash, man.
What?
The future
Mute
is
him.
female, guys.
May it go
The
back
future
in the
is-
closet.
Mute
The
him.
future is female at Marvel, right? And if Wilson Fisk's daughter's not getting play, then his son is not going to get any play, guys.
But you got to understand, this is a son that does not like Wilson Fisk. He wants to destroy Wilson Fisk.
So you twist that and give it to the daughter or whatever.
But here's the thing, Nick. The daughter's going to be appearing in a different format on a different show.
True.
Right?
That's fair. I just don't see them going, this is the son of, and creating him to being his own thing, where it's like they're going to build up a lot around the daughter. I don't know. I feel like this is a very far out spec. If you're holding this, you're probably going to hold it for a long time. It's not like this is happening in the next 2 to 3 years. I don't know. I just think the future's female at Marvel.
Yeah, just pick it up for cover price and put it in your box and forget about it.
I would say for heroes, you're right, Nick.
Yeah.
Female heroes, yes. For
Ooh,
villains,
you sound
no.
robotic, bro.
Everyone wants a white man as a villain. Let's be honest. We're easy pickings.
I mean, if life reflects art and art reflects life, who knows? You might be right.
All right, what you got to?
Yeah, I'd say it would be like a long-term hold, especially the variant. Just an awesome cover. And, going back with, what, is Princess Fix, is she canon? Or is she still...
She's canon, as far as I know.
She's a Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur, right? Like book.
Yeah.
Character.
Yep. And that's where she's going to make her appearance.
But you don't think that Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur could be a thing that eventually Moon Girl's a real life character and for her villains are real life, like if popular,
They could, but I think she's going to end up being Moon Girl's villain, not Daredevil's villain.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, Daredevil. As I said in another show with Steve, when we did the Daredevil storyline, Daredevil and Fisk kind of intertwine like this, and they kind of need each other. They're yin and yangs. There's always going to be a Fisk, and always going to be a Kingpin in there.
I'm saying I want to see like the live action love scene of Daredevil where he's just angry.
All right, so it seems like we're not fucking selling this one, right? Party on, JR. All right, let's go. So next on the watches is I saw this was very interesting, man, because I seen this in bins, because we're all looking through the Secret Empire for the Secret Empire books. And I've seen this. So this is the FCBD, the Free Comic Book Day 2017 Secret Empire cameo of Teresa Parker, sister of Peter. First appearance of the Trapster. Sold 18 copies. Current trend 21% basically, and so sells for about $8.50. I have no idea what's up with this book. What do you see, Alonzo?
So it all has to do with Teresa Parker, and this book, honestly, I would, it's trash. I mean, go after Amazing Spider-Man #1. That's her true first appearance. I would grab that book. But yeah, this just put in a dumpster. Just forget about it.
Yeah, this is the most shocking book, man. Shocking.
The other problem with this book is typically it's a Free Comic Book Day book. There's dozens of them out there. Shops typically are not supposed to sell these books either. So a lot of times they will not sell them for very high if they do sell them. So trash, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Basura.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna freaking hook that shit right into that hoop trash right there. Just Johnson, magic.
What you think, Nick? What you think, Nick?
I mean, just like you said about the fact of being free comic book day books, there's a lot of them out there. Who's that? Mark Brooks on the cover? Is that Mark Brooks on the cover? I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, it's
Mark Brooks. So, yeah,
it is.
He's always got that like super. Everyone's shiny everywhere. You know what I mean? Like everyone is. Like my armpit is shiny. My every ab is shiny. Not a super fan. I think
oil.
It's a baby oil, right? Everyone gets rubbed down. That's all good if it's Rogue or Jean Grey or something like that. Captain America and baby oil, not too into that, But I don't know. I think this is trash, guys. Like
trash.
This is a random Parker family member, like some, I don't know, man. I wouldn't.
But it's a girl, Nick.
Get it for cover. It is
Future Marvel's a girl.
Future Marvel is female, but Peter Parker and the females that will come out of his universe will be like the Silks of the world. They'll be the Gwen Stacy's of the world. They're not going to be like, hey, we're now going to be talking about Teresa Parker, who nobody knows about. We're comic book nerds, and we have no idea. Like, does anybody own this book? And then there are giant long boxes.
I've seen it. I haven't bought it yet.
I think I have one because it was free.
Maybe.
Yeah. How about you two? What do you think, man?
Basura.
Basura?
Yeah, I agree with I agree with you, Ian. Yeah, I seen this book in like 50-cent bins, and I just scrolled through it. So yeah, I think I'll just get the Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Trash. All right, we all agree it's trash, and I think live chat would agree that it's trash too, man. Pure, like Lord said, pure basura, man.
If you got it for free, keep it.
If you got it for free, keep it, man, and it sells for $8. Someone wants to buy it. Then I saw this one. This was interesting, man, because this is up 64%. You want to read this off, Alonzo?
Sure. So this one's Red Thor #1. It's a Vertigo title. It's optioned for a 6-episode series for the BBC Scotland. I honestly have never heard of this book. I did see it on the top 10, and I'm like, what the F? Mm-hmm. It is BBC, so there might be a chance that it might come over, but I'm like, eh.
Yeah. So what do you call on this one? What's your
I'm like, I would be like, what the hell? If there's a what the hell in there, or it's like, what is this? Yeah, that's it.
All right, JR, what you think?
Being the fact that it's connected to BBC, I'd probably do a hold on it. If I can get it for a cheap price, I'm not paying $28 for it, but I would hold it because BBC does do some good stuff.
All right, Steve, what you think, bro?
Like if they're putting it on BBC, a lot of like if you look at movies, you're looking at, and you wanted to look at a different curve of things, you look at like Japanese flicks or, like just different type of spin-offs. I mean, you never know what this show could be. I mean, I would probably, it's a Vertigo title as well, so those are kind of rare. I mean, they're not out, like, you got to go digging for them probably, and I'm pretty sure you find them. I would probably maybe hold it, just see what happens with the show.
All right. Because you never know, man. These BBC shows, like, they go on over in, in the UK, and then they come over here, and then they're big hits, so you just never know. How about you, Nick?
I kind of agree with Steve on this one, man. Like, this is a book that not a lot of people are going to have. As you see, 38 copies is all that's sold, and it's hit the watch list, right? So look at the guy on the cover. He looks like an edgelord, right? Like, it's like, oh, my hands are so bloody, and I'm so, like, emo, cool, and I got a mohawk thing. And it seems like something that they would adapt, right? Like,
yeah.
And I think that's Megan Hetrick
total hipster shit of it.
I think that's Megan Hetrick on the book. She's fantastic. So, like, it's probably some cool art on the inside. This is not a book that I personally would be buying off the rack, but if I found this in a dollar bin book or for cover, I would probably pick it up. That's a pretty memorable cover. And like I said, edgelord, Netflix, all makes sense, man.
All right.
Yep.
All right, two. What you got, two?
Yeah, like Alonzo, like I never heard of this book, so if I have it, I might hold on to it. It all depends. Because option, when you think of option, it's like, okay, are they going to do it? Are they just going to just keep it in suspend animation, whatever? So, I won't be going out to pay like $20-$30 for it. If I have it, I have it. If I don't, yeah, whatever, just let it be.
It's crazy though. 38 copies, huh? 30. I don't think it's anybody in America that's buying them. I mean, do you think anybody in America, or it's all out there in the across the pond?
No, I think it's here. It's just because it's a Vertigo title, so it's here. I've seen people picking it up, especially in a dollar bin and stuff too. So if you could find it there, definitely pick it up. Like I said, you're not gonna go buy it for like $30 or something.
Yeah, man. How about you, Rob?
I think we're all tired of hipster vampires. I think Twilight ruined that fucking market. And this book, that's what it reminds me of. If you bought it for cover, I say flip that pancake and sell this bitch off. Make your $20. Move on.
Yeah, buy something else, man.
Yeah, put in for something else.
Dude. Big Rob's talking about that IHOP right now.
I know that IHOP. Then the next book we got. You want to do this one? Let's give this a Rob, bro. Let's give this one a Rob. Go ahead, Rob. This is your book.
Give it to me because this is my favorite book of all time. I love this book. It's not the most expensive book, but to me, it's the book that really caught my imagination as a little kid. And this is Infinity Gauntlet #1. It's sold 14 copies, current trend of 17.8%, a raw sale of $32, and average 9.8 sold for $283, and that's pretty mighty for this book at 9.8.
All right.
Yeah, I like that. I enjoy that. So why is it trending? Possibilities of the Eternals. It's always been a key. People always want this book. People are always buying this book. This book always sells. So, but I'm a little surprised by the 9.8 sale there.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. Holds.
Oh, and for me, this is for the collection. This is definitely for the collection.
Look at this one, man. Yeah. For the collection, right?
I would agree, man. Yeah, I mean, getting this slabbed and signed, I hear a lot of people. Normally they'll hit the Infinity Gauntlet because that's the most space, and I think it's an iconic cover, man. I think I'll be honest, since I'm a newer guy, I don't even have that cover, but I'm telling you, if I found it at Uncle Al's, I'd be running around, like trying to get a high five out of somebody. Don't leave a brother hanging
until you put it back.
For the PC, how about you two? What you think about it too?
Yeah, it's definitely a hoe. Like if you're a collector, this is a must in your collection because it's a classic cover. Yeah, and then an awesome story too. So yeah, what Rob said, I think something with the Eternals. I think that's kind of like kind of heating this up too. But yeah, if you collect comics, definitely have this in your collection.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at 9.8. Yeah.
Just one note. I did hear a rumor about a possible cameo of Thanos in the Eternals, so we'll see.
I heard a rumor that there might be like a origin story of Thanos. That's
That'd
what I heard. I heard that too.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this, man. Go ahead.
That Mephisto was going to show up. Look, guys, this book is a book that everybody should have in their collection already. And like Steve said, it's for new collectors. But I am of the thought right now that if it's heating up, flip that bad boy like a pancake now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Flip it like a pancake. You know why? Because everybody has a copy of this book. And this book is
Steve does it, though. Steve does it.
$20 book. And there'll always be buyers for this book, right? There'll always be buyers for this book. But, is it really going to stick around $32 for long? It's really not going to stick around $32 for long. As soon as Thanos does not have whatever role he does, even if he does have a role, as soon as the movie's 3 months old, this goes back down to a $15 book. So make double your money right now. Or a $20 book. Make $10, $12, $15, whatever you need to make, and sell it to somebody like Steve who's super excited to get it right now. But if you are a veteran of the game, you'll be able to pick this back up in December for $15. You know.
No, I love breakfast. I love breakfast, bro.
But you gotta love breakfast.
Can I have one note to that, to Nick? I kind of disagree. Sure. I believe this book is a book of respect. I think the price is finally catching up to where the respect is for this book. I don't see it going like tanking or anything. I think $30 is a solid price for this book at this point.
It's not as like it's unfair $30, but we already had a movie called Infinity Gauntlet. It doesn't get much crazier than that for this book. It really doesn't. Like, no, if there's a double top on the chart, this already hit its peak, and now it's at a relief bounce for you guys to get out. And
but
it's $10.
But I would go watch a origin story of Thanos when he was born and when he kills his mom and everything else, bro. Like, I would love to see that shit, dude. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you guys?
There's another book for that. There's another book for that.
Right. There's all kinds of books that tell us history. But the thing is, this book should in all honesty, it should have been a $50 book for a while. The only reason it hasn't is because it was... The only reason it hadn't is because it was a 90s book and there's a shitload of them made. This book, I think, is slowly creeping up to, and it's going to be a slow fucking crawl.
Yeah.
For like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's going to take to get to $50.
Yeah.
I think you're seeing 32 is now going to start. It may drop to 25 and then go back up and just kind of go back and forth. I think eventually this is going to sit as a $50 book because of what you say.
What are you doing, JR? So are you keeping it or are you selling it?
I'm holding it. Personal collection.
Yeah, I agree with you, JR. I think you're right. I think hey, this book should be $50. But what we feel like it should be and what the reality is are two different things.
No, you're right. I just think it's one of those things where the demand is getting higher than what's available.
Yeah,
all right.
How
about our spec master, the sniper of the crew, Rob? What do you think, Alonzo?
Sell it.
Sniper. Sell it. Oh, sniper says sell, bro.
Here's Alonzo.
Sniper says sell, bro.
You can rebuy it. You can rebuy it. It'll come back down. It is like, to Rob's, everybody's point on this panel, it's a classic cover. It's a classic story. Everybody has a copy of it, again, except for Steve. But
damn,
I see this price going back down.
What?
I know. It's jumping in price because of the rumors, and that's really it. Because I mean, if you take a look at this book and just look at it a month ago, it wasn't $32. It was probably less.
Yeah.
I had it on my Instagram page for a month. No one bought it. And then finally somebody bought it. And it's like, it's great, but at the same time, it wasn't Steve, so there's people out there buying it. I just don't know if it can't hit $50 when there's a movie named after it, then what's going to move the needle, guys?
Oh my God. Man. This blew up when we had Infinity War. And when we had Endgame. This book was en fuego. That 9.8 was definitely worth more than $500 or so. I mean, it's come down because they did it already, But again, all the rumors are coming back saying like there might be some cameo or might be something going on with Eternals that his books are starting to get an uptick.
I agree, Alonso. But I think that the new world, the COVID market,
Easy's right though. Easy's right.
I think it's changed everything. I think these books like these, they were trash, like that Bishop First Appearance, Spider-Man #1. Those were trash books forever. All these books are floating up together. They're all going to start going up and up because they're getting older. They're getting harder to find a 9.8. And I think in the long term, I'm talking about long term, like 10 years period.
Sure.
This book will be a $500-600 book long term.
But I think DJ's right, man, because a lot of those sneakerheads and all those card guys got into the comic book game, and they don't have this book, man. And they all saw Infinity Gauntlet. They're like, I think I need that in my collection. I think I could flip this book to all the older guys. Like, bro, we have like 4 or 5 of these copies. You crazy?
It's those older guys that are selling this book to you.
Yeah, there we go. That's why you're right. That's why the sniper's always right. Flip that sucker. And I don't know. I agree. I would agree to flip because I already have my slab Infinity Gauntlet. I know all of us probably do. Most of us. Rob has his one. You know, we all have it, bro. Like, sell the sucker, bro. Sell it, man.
Yo, someone send me a life jacket, bro.
Yeah, we have an extra. Sell that bitch.
I'm drowning, bro. I'm kidding.
All right, let's get into the top 10, man. The top 20. The top 20, starting with their number 20 book, man.
The bottom half.
And all right, I'm gonna Steve take this. Take it away, Steve.
All right, so you got Something is Killing the Children, number 16, cover B, the Jenny Frison, and this is Erica Slaughter's origin. I mean, I think this is a really important book. If you are sleeping on this book or you haven't started, pick up the trades. This is nothing short of amazing. James Tynion is killing it with the story. You got 27 copies sold. You got a 7-day trend average of 88% and a high raw sale at $8.50. And then you got an average 9.8 sold at $50. I would say dude, I picked up 2 of these. I wasn't able to get the higher incentive, but this is just as good. I mean, look at that Jenny Frison art, man. And she's, on fire. I think the series is going to be on fire. It's, optioned. We don't know when it's going to come. So, I mean, for me, would be an indefinite hold. I want to hold it and let it sit because there's all these other older covers that are on fire. So, yeah, I'm feeling it in my bones, yo.
What you think, too?
Yeah, I say hold, too. I wasn't able to get this cover. I just got the first print. Yeah, but it's definitely a hold because it's the origin of Erica Slaughter. And, yeah, she's going to be badass when she shows up on screen somewhere. So, definitely
man.
a hold.
Yeah, dude, I'd go so far to buy the 9.8 for $50. You know what I'm saying? That's cheap. You know this book is going to be. No, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick. Go. Sorry, man. Go ahead, Nick.
I think the same thing. I kind of have a rule about like 9.8s that are around like $40, $50, right? Like the book being a $10 book, $8.50. I'm just rounding here, right? And grading being $35 to $40. There's your money right there, and you get a guaranteed 9.8. It's you don't have to pay for a presser to do it. You don't have to pay for it. Like you just buy it,
you have to ship it,
get
you
it
have
in
to
the
pay
mail.
for the shipping, yeah.
And
great,
what's even better is by the time you get it from CGC, it'll probably be triple in price.
Yep,
Yeah.
for reals, bro. Yeah,
Totally.
it's a guarantee, man. It's a guarantee. This book's gonna be $150 book.
And,
Right,
and is that Jessica Slaughter on the cover?
Yeah, that's her, bro. When she's a kid. When she's young.
Or is that
teenager
Erica Slaughter on the cover?
Yeah, Erica.
That's
It's Erica.
Okay,
Erica.
but so this almost seems like a pair with issue number 1, the Jenny Frison cover B, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like the exact same background, exact same. Like these will look great pinned up next to each other. This is a hold. It's a definite hold. Yeah.
2, what you think, 2? Oh, did I go to you 2, right? Did I go to you 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Big Rob, what you got, Big Rob?
Yeah.
This is. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Lonzo. You want to go?
No, I was going to say, it's not a hold. It's a buy. Like Nick, you buy this sucker for $50. You buy that 9.8 for $50. You buy it.
Dude, I don't have a buy, bro. That's a new one I got to put.
You buy it.
Buy it.
This is like a no-brainer. You just buy
Yeah,
it.
you Scrooge.
We're feeling it. We feeling it,
shit, bro.
You feeling this one?
Yeah,
Feeling that
buy
one,
it.
right?
My bones, son.
Yeah, I concur, Alonso. This is a buy because when we're at issue 50 and you don't have this book, you're gonna regret it.
Yeah,
this
man.
This is the origin, and origins matter, and this is gonna be important in the future.
And Jessica Slaughter, that's her sister. That's her like adoptive sister that picks her up, right? So that's her first. I mean, just imagine if this comes out as a whatever on Netflix, and they start when she's a kid, and you see Jessica Slaughter there, like that's what I'm thinking. Wait, what do you think, JR?
I would definitely buy. I mean, like Alonzo says, I'd be buying like 2 or 3 of these, probably holding on to them because it's worth it.
And they're out there, man.
The only thing that scares me is like the 70 different variant covers for this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, E. Go ahead, E, bro.
No, but there was a bunch of variants for the number 1, but all the number 1s are freaking, all the prints, all the variants have skyrocketed, man. Like
but the number 1s were really low print runs.
Yeah,
true. Whereas the 15 are like 1,500.
Yeah, what was the print run on this issue 16? Everybody know?
Not a fan.
Not me, man.
Probably
Not me, man.
a ton. There were so many exclusives.
Yes.
Over 100,000. Are we thinking?
I don't think it's that high.
I don't know. Boom,
I
boom,
would
do
defer
that.
to Alonzo.
If it's less than 100,000, then it's not that bad. I think, my opinion.
I would
so-
say get all the prints for this one. You know, if they come on the second print, third print, get those
Yeah.
two.
Get those.
Question for the panel: would you rather buy this at a 9.8 for $50, or the raw 1 in 50 for $50?
And start it now, guys. We'll highlight
The
you
raw
all in
one,
chat.
the raw 1 in 50.
The raw 150, of course.
The raw 1 in 50. So that's something we're not talking about. Alonzo?
Oh man.
Come on, sniper.
I'd go with the 1 in 50.
For
I'd go
ratio?
1 in 50.
150.
And anytime you can get your hands on an incentive, just buy it.
You know, man. I mean, I buy 9.8 for $50, bro, because I know that's cheaper than me going to CGC. It's basically you're just paying for the slab. You're not paying for the book. You know.
Yep.
Like I don't know. I just pay $50 for the 9.8 because I know, like JR said, CGC is taking so long. By the time you get it back, it's $150 9.8. You know, so I don't know, man. What's the census on the consensus on the chat, Steve?
Oh man, everybody's lighting it up with buying the 1 in 50, which I think is a smart investment.
Okay, they're feeling it, bro. They're feeling it. All right, man. So going to our number 19.
All right.
Nick.
Yo,
you,
so
Nick.
this is Captain America number 16, 2006, the first appearance of Red Skull's daughter, Cynthia Smith, or Sin, previously Mother Superior. 15 copies sold, a trend of 170%, a raw for $70. Good Lord.
Right?
And 9.8 for $600. Guys,
What?
I don't even want to, I can't even take a breath before telling you guys to, I don't get this. I don't understand it. What's going on? Is there
I can help you with that.
Is there spec
Master.
about the Red Skull
Sniper
Captain America
time.
4. Captain America 4. Sin is rumored to be the villain.
Makes sense.
Really?
She's a female at Marvel, guys.
Huh?
Yeah, something Wong knows about it.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
Captain Wong's feeling it.
Are you buying this? Well, hold on. Are you buying this over Something Is Killing the Children? 1 in 50 for for $50? $70 for this dollar bin book?
Oh, they feeling it, bro. They feeling it, bro. Look at this, man.
To
But Geek
answer-
Driven likes all that shit.
To answer your question, Nick, first appearance I'd buy over an origin story. I would buy this over the
And it's
origin story.
Marvel. It's
Marvel. Marvel's
But,
going to see a bigger market share. This book
Isn't
could.
this something that you would suggest people hunt and not go buy on eBay, though?
See,
I mean, always hunt if you can.
But if you can't,
But it's also this white cover. Trying to get a 9.8 for this
It's
white
tough.
cover is going to be
Yeah.
fucking horrible.
So what you doing with the JR? What you doing with it, man? What you thinking?
I'm thinking. I mean, if it's a pretty good rumor, 9.8's not that bad at 600. To be honest, I'd prefer try to get 2 or 3 raws and send them in, and take my chances with $210, hoping I get one 9.8.
You holding this one? You investing?
Yeah, I'm investing.
All right then. Say ROI again. I'll dare you, bro. All right, Steve. What you doing, Steve? What you doing with it?
You know what, man? I would hold only because if we're looking at the younger generation of superheroes that Marvel is bringing in, I mean, that's the direction we're going, right? Eventually. Do they highlight Red Skull's daughter? I mean, do they bring that in? I mean, if you're going to make a complete change in a different direction and hit that youth, why not pick it up, dude, and just hold it? I mean, you to find it and pick it up on a roll and just sit on it, or just get on a 9.8. I would hold it for sure, because you just never know.
Well,
I mean, that's just me.
Check this to Steve's point and Rob's point, and JR's point. There's not a lot of 9.8s out there. There's only 13 on the census.
Yeah.
But
Really? 13?
there's probably not enough of these being submitted either. You know,
Yeah.
right.
So you're gonna get people whipping these out of their collections, submitting these. Sure, buy the raw, or sure, go hunt it. but please don't buy the 9.8. It's just gonna get diluted. If there's only 13 now, I don't know, Alonzo. What do you think? Like, there's gonna be 100 by the end of the month?
Oh yeah, for sure. These like everybody's looking for them. Everybody's like, "Oh, I have this book," because no one ever thought about. I'm gonna go grade this.
Yo, can we take a quick pause and holler at the herd for dude? They are killing me right now.
I'm watching it, bro.
I'm looking like Chris Farley up in here, dude. Like fat guy in a little coat, dying of laughter.
Yeah,
two. What you got? What you think, two?
I said flip it. You have it, flip it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you guys know the history with Marvel villains.
Yep.
You know, they're hot at the beginning. Once a show, TV, or a movie comes out, it dies. So you have it, sell it. If you don't, check them dollar bins. I want to go on eBay and like pay like $70 for it. No. Yeah, because it's you know, before the rumor, like whoever thought of Sin, you know, unless what was it? Unless you read like was it Fear Itself? I think she was in that one too, and then
yeah, she's in Fear Itself.
Yeah,
was she an original Sin?
I don't think she's the original because I thought there was another Sin back in the 80s or something.
I'm with Daisy, bro.
Or something?
Maybe.
I know, man.
Yeah,
I know I got
what working with.
Yeah, flip it if you have it. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
All right, man. Big Rob, what you got, Big Rob? Did you give your piece?
Not yet, but I just want to say that I'm just like surprised because I found this book for $1. One of my dollar book pickups. This is always been to my eyes the bastard child of the keys for this Root Breaker run because the other books always get the limelight, and this particular key book always gets like it's $1 book, it's a $2 book, but so it's always been that book, and people are totally jumping the gun and paying way too large prices. I thought, what happened? We lost Sam there, but
do we think it's this?
It's a little bit of FOMO. For me, I don't get it.
All right.
What about also? I mean, we've got Loki is going, or at some point, Cap returns a stone back, and the guy that is the gatekeeper was the Red Skull.
Yeah.
What if somehow the Red Skull gets released from there? That could make this type of thing more plausible.
Sniper gets the last say though.
Are they going to do the Red Skull without the actual actor and the replacement actor for a full movie? Like for a 2-3 minute scene, sure, but like a full movie?
No, they could have him come back as a woman.
Oh.
Have him come back as Stephen Smith.
Put that up there again, Steve. That'd be like the fuck.
He was wearing a mask.
I mean, wouldn't you want to have sex if you got out of that hole? That's the first thing I would do. I'd be warming up. I'd be like,
yo. But the sniper gets the last say. What do you think, Alonzo?
You know what? If you have it, sell it. Don't go looking for this book. If you can find $1 bins to Two's point, and I think everybody feels the same way. If you can find it for $1, buy it and then flip it. I mean, it's just solely based on rumor. I don't know. I don't feel like this villain is going to be for Captain America 4. And plus, Marvel kills off all their main villains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it'll be a one and done. So if you buy these books for $600-$700, you don't flip it right away. You're going to be stuck with this thing.
Yeah, 600. That's crazy.
All right, let's move it on, man. So what we got for number 18? If I can get this moving, 18. So you want to? It's on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know. I had this book when it first came out. It's a good story, you know. Snyder. I love the jock cover. Yeah, I know when it first came out, there was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like a TV show, movie, whatever. And I know prices was up, and then it just died, and I just barely saw it on the. I guess it's trending now, so I don't know. If you have it, I guess hold. Yeah, hold.
Hold that sucker.
The reason why it's trending right now has to do with Snyder mentioning that it's still in the works. But this has been in the works since 2014.
Yeah, he mentioned that
You
he's
know?
doing the script for this, huh? The script or something like that. So that's why it's
But
probably popping.
he's Netflix's new golden boy, right?
Snyder?
Yeah, with the Army of the Dead and stuff like that.
No.
This is the Snyder that has talent. This
Oh.
is Scott
Scott
Snyder,
Snyder.
not Zack Snyder.
Not Zach. Yeah.
Oh, that was Zach. Okay.
Oh, no.
No.
It's Scott.
The one thing I will say, because I've got this book, the one to go after, if you're going to go after it, there is a New York Comic Con exclusive of this book that they only did, I want to say 50 a day, so I think there might have been 200 of them. That's the book to go after. If it shows up, it would be perfect for Netflix. I think Steve would love this.
Oh yeah.
It's all about witches eating little boys and stuff.
Sounds like Steve.
Eating little boys, dude. I mean, that's not what I roll with, but I mean, you gotta put your boy in the spot, JR.
Well,
I think we're gonna have to talk to this after the show, bro.
Either way, it's really well done. But
what was that New York Comic Con exclusive? Was that like a foil variant or something?
It's a white cover.
No, it was a red cover.
You should. Is there a white cover for this?
You know what? I've never seen a white cover. And this is like in coming back in. Witches was actually the second trade I picked up after Gideon Falls. So if I found this in the wild, I would pick it up and hold it, just because all these horror flicks are starting to come out. You got Conjuring coming out. Eventually, you're going to start getting more and more down the line where we're going to get back up and running. And, you're going to see a lot of different movies come out, which is definitely could be one of them on Netflix. You could stream it. It could go pretty much anywhere, man. The trade and the story was freaking amazing. I loved it.
All right,
I would
turn to Sniper. Sniper, what do you think, man? What do you think, bro? What do you think, Sniper?
It's been in production for a while. I mean, it's going up in price because he just mentioned it. So I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it yet. I would wait. If it's something that you want,
watch that sucker.
Yeah, it'd be on my watch list.
Big Rob.
This is one I'd flip.
I personally have no interest in this book. To me, it's just a FOMO book. People are just buying because somebody else buying it too. So it's I don't know. It's just whatever. It's who cares really? It's the fucking emo witches.
Nick.
I mean, there's some, like, if it's not Zack Snyder, Scott Snyder, cool, but Jock is still on this project. Hollingsworth is like one of the best letterers in the game. I mean, it's got talent. I say you hunt it. I really don't get it. I would say this is one I don't get. I like a lot of the random independent spec. There's just so, like, random indie spec is like throwing darts at a dartboard with your eyes closed, right? It's like everything's optioned, everything's in production hell, so will it get made or will it won't get made? Don't pay $16 for it. Don't pay the $213 for it. Hunt it. Don't really get it. If you find it, great. If you're not, if you miss it, oh well.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it. Flip that sucker. This has been a hold for a lot of people. Look at even DZ and Jay were saying it. You're gonna hold this. You've been holding it since 2014. And you could sell it now. Might as well. You know what I'm saying? So on to 17, man. So Rob already did it, right? Let's turn this over to me. So Superman 10-cent adventure number 1, 2003. Sold 11 copies. 7-day trend of 237%. High raw sale of $24.50. Help me out because I'm this.
So this is the first appearance of that new Supergirl that's going to be making an appearance, in one of the CW shows. So
CW spec.
Yes.
Did I hear something about like race relations on this book too, or like something about the chains, the breaking? Isn't there another cover to this book as well?
I have no idea. What do you guys think? You guys, is there
Big Rob, I don't know.
For a 10-cent book, probably not.
I think I heard something like that. Maybe I'm confused.
So people are going to People are going to pay $24 for someone breaking the chains. That to me. That's me. That'd be me. Like again, I don't get it.
It's
Go ahead,
probably a
Nick.
hard book to grade. It's a black cover, you know.
Yeah.
And it was 10 cents, so people kind of just throw 10-cent books in their box and not really care about them, you know. Not anyone on this panel, but you know, regular people.
Regular people.
I don't know, man. I kind of also don't get this book. I agree with Ian. I don't get it. CW spec never really pans out, and it's a guest star of a character is the spec, and it's the Supergirl version. So it seems like a lot of weird, like layers on top of layers of spec, right? Which like equate to usually nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2. What you think, bro?
Yeah. If you want Superman breaking a chain, why not go with the original with I know one came out back in the golden age, but why not go with the Neil Adams, Superman 233? That's that's the all-time classic there. Again, CW spec never really worked out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys seen the pictures of the new Batwing. I don't know if that's going to work out too, but
But you mean Batwing, the motorcycle rider?
That guy.
Okay. It's just
he's
it's
gonna be in
CW,
Batwoman.
so yeah.
You mean Tron, the Tron guy?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. So I think this is like formal here. I think.
Formal.
If it's on anybody's list, I think people might just be like, "Oh, I got to jump on that too." So, but like you guys mentioned, it's like I had no idea about this book until it was shown here. So it's just like I guess people are still specking on CW spec. I guess
people are buying it, man. It's crazy, bro. Like those are just stats, man. How about you, JR?
Fucking leave it in the bins. I'm not even wasting my time with this shit. I mean, it's like you guys say, it's CW. No one is CW making shows anymore. It seems like no one cares.
Hey, Naomi's coming.
No one cares.
And it's gonna get
HBO.
Especially on CW, man. Come on.
I know they're gonna ruin such a great character, man. How about the sniper, bro? The sniper gets the last say. What you got, Lonzo?
Nah, man, I'll just leave it.
Trash.
I like JR's comment of like, if you see it, just leave it.
Yeah.
Just
You're
leave
a
it.
no danger. You're a no danger.
And if you have it already, flip it.
Yep.
I'm all, hey guys, don't send me a copy.
Get rid of it. All right, man. So number 16. All right, man. Sniper, it's on you, bro.
All right. So we all know we kind of talked already about number 20, which is Somebody Killed in Trailer number 16. This is the 1 per store variant. And as the panel mentioned, there's tons of variants out there. But guess what? There's only going to be a limited amount of this one. Because again, it's only 1 per store. So this might be more limited than some of the other ones that are at 500, 1,000. I mean, it could be the one. So I can see this one being a good hold if you have it. As far as the purchase price of $150, I would wait. I would put it on that watch list. But if you got it, definitely hold it.
JR.
And not all stores got this too.
Yeah.
Because I know my store didn't get it. So I don't know if you had to order a certain amount or whatever, but
correct.
If you can get it for cheap, yeah, but I'm not paying $150.
I saw some for $60 on eBay. I was looking for it.
When I was looking for this
picture, I was like, oh shit, I should have bought it.
I heard somebody says that they got off of one site for like cover price.
Oh,
what was our shop?
Oh my God, son of a gun.
Yeah.
Ian?
Huh?
What was our shop selling it for?
I have no idea, bro. I don't go by there on New Comic Book Day.
But like I said, I mean, I would if you can get it, but don't go over like $90 for it. I mean, that's my opinion.
So what are you doing? You holding it or you buying? You feeling it?
I'm holding.
You're holding? All right, you're holding. All right. Steve.
Yeah, man, I would be holding if I had this. I wouldn't be buying if I needed it. I would probably wait till it goes down. But then I would also keep in mind that if it's one per store, it could hit like those rare birds that kind of Ross dropped on us. Those like 6 or top 6 issues that have kind of dried up. I mean, although they're older issues, as we get down the line, there's going to be new collectors that are going to jump in, and they're going to hear something's killing the children. They're going to see when it does come on Netflix. They're going to see that, and they're going to get caught up in the FOMO, and they're going to want it. They're going to want it, and they're going to buy it. But for me, if I had it, I'd hold it 100%.
Man, how long can something's killing the children sustain like this type of hype in the price for every issue? Like, how long can that sustain? Sniper, what do you think, man? Or anybody? Go ahead, Nick.
I was going to say, well, how long is some of these other ones we've talked about, like witches and random ones, like stay in the zeitgeist of the comic book community? Saga, right? Like Saga's been around. Everyone's been hyping Saga for years, right? So,
or why
does something kill the children have some legs? It's proven to be. I say hold this if you bought it. If you didn't buy it, you missed out. Don't go out there paying $150. You got a really cool comic book shop owner, that can like hook you up, for maybe $50. Take that deal. But I wouldn't be spending $150
yeah.
on Raw. Yeah.
All right, Two. What you think, Two?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. If you have it, hold it. If you don't go chasing the dragon. Yeah, because I know 3 of my shop, only 2 of them got it. 1 didn't get it. So I think you might have to order a certain amount of the regular cover in order to get this, I think. So, the other 2 shops, somebody already bought them. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And the first print is always, to me, the way to go. So,
yeah. So. Well, you, Rob?
I saw this on my shop on the wall. It was, I think, 90, and I didn't jump at it because I just prefer the 1 in 25, the cover. I know this is more rare and shit, but I prefer the 1 in 25. That's my favorite cover. If you find it for like cheap as hell, like $50-$60, pick it up. But otherwise, just let it go. And hey, man, that's life.
Yeah, man. I'm feeling this, man. I mean, if I could see it under $60, I'm gonna buy it, man. I just have a feeling about it, man. I'm feeling it. I buy it and hold it. Buy and hold it. So, like I said, I saw some on eBay like for $60, which isn't bad, man. After seeing this, So yeah. All right, JR, it's on you, bro.
So we got. Why does it say Red Thorn 1?
Oh, my bad. I didn't change it. Okay.
Sorry.
What
Infamous Iron Man #1. This is what our sniper's been talking about for the last 3 weeks, I think. First appearance of Victor Von Doom in the AI of Tony Stark. Don't waste your time. Don't buy it.
No.
Go after Ironheart.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm seeing Alonzo eyeing me, and
I know. You call him Basura, huh? You call him Basura.
I'm okay with that, JR. I am 100% okay with it. It's a great spec, but at the same time, you should get Ironheart #1 because of Natalie. I don't think Tony Stark or RDJ is going to reprise his role as Iron Man in whatever shape and form he's going to come in. I think the AI is going to be Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so if you have this book, I would flip it.
Rob, what you think, Rob?
I wish I'd have bought it for $2 when it was like $2 and TC Rockets in, but I don't know. Don't pay $25. Don't pay $250. You're out of your mind if you do, in my opinion. But so it's I don't know. It's what's our terms? I already forgot my terms here.
Flip it.
Flip if you have it, or just FOMO book, really.
FOMO, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, man. But let's give props to like Newbie. Let's give props to our sniper over here. Let's give props to to It's Drunken Chat with Mel, man. They've been specking on this thing for a long time, and I think that's what's kind of driving this book, though, right? Is the spec, and it's also the toy, right? Someone said it's like some Hasbro toy came out.
Yep.
The Marvel Legend is coming out. So.
Oh no, it's the Shang-Chi line.
The Shang-Chi line. So
it came out. Yeah.
What's it look like, man? I have no idea.
It's just like was it Mark, was it Mark 2?
Mark
Took
1.
the red and golden.
No, Mark 2. Yeah, right.
One?
Mark 2. Yeah, Mark 2.
Yeah,
Mark
and it
2.
has the blue face, blue head. On
Yeah,
the back, it just says, due to like an event, Tony Stark dies or something, but he lives on through, I guess, artificial intelligence or something. So that's what kind of sparked the whole, like, yeah, if they're talking about that, who knows? Maybe Tony Stark might be back in the MCU or something, but as in an AI form. So, yeah, this book, I've been specking on it for a while too, just because, Tony Stark, he's always going to be part of Marvel and stuff too. And yeah, I would sell this book, especially the first print, second print, whatever. I myself have the 1 in 25, the Assad Rubik variant.
Nice.
I just like that cover. Yeah, I just like that cover, so I'm just going to keep it regardless of what. But this cover, second print, you have it, just sell it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think, Nick?
I say hold it. I have to disagree with the sniper right here, man. I think that, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. I really believe that. I believe that he's such a big draw for Marvel that it doesn't make sense to not have him come back in some sort of cameo style role. And in a Ironheart TV show where you have a lead actress who not a lot of people have heard of, and not a lot of actors that are attached to it right now, adding Robert Downey Jr. in a 3-episode role or 2-episode role would be epic for that event, that show, and make it an event. And also, this cover is pretty awesome, man. This is a really dope cover with like the black hood. So it's a good book.
But it's a hard 9.8, man. It's a hard 9.8.
But now, Nick, do you think he'd only be around for like 3 episodes? Because then they would switch to Natalie?
I think they would do something though. Either A, they switch to Natalie, or B, they go, oh well, we're out of data and Robert Downey Jr. is gone. Well, I help you, bye Riri, and he just like dissipates into the gone forever, right? But he's such a big draw. He's so associated with that role. If you watch any of his interviews that he's done with Joe Rogan or anybody, the first question they ask this guy is, "Are you coming back?" And they're not going to bring him back right away because that kind of dilutes that. But I could totally see a situation where Ironheart comes out, 2023 or something like that, 2024, right? And they go, okay, it's been long enough. He can come back in a small role. And he's even said that he thinks Ironheart should be a thing, right? So he's expressed interest in this character. It only makes sense for him to come back as Blue, like they've done what's it called, Barf. They've done all that. They've set all this up, right? For this.
Steve, what do you think?
Hey Nick, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey Nick, when you were talking about how his data ran out and all this stuff, kind of reminded me of Jor-El and Man of Steel, when he was just my conscience is only this far. I can't go any further. So yeah, this reminds me of that.
Right, they do a thing where he teaches her and trains her to be the new Iron person, and then eventually he's like, "You're on your own, kid. I've done all I can, and I've helped you out the best I can. RDJ out."
So I got a little devil's advocate though to play with that. You're then gonna have a white man telling her how to do her job.
That's just how every movie is. Isn't that how every movie is?
But what I'm saying is that looks bad because you've got a girl that in the books is hugely intelligent. I mean, she's a kid.
She's Goodwill Hunting.
And she's fucking brilliant.
But you would be adapting the comic by having Iron Man be there.
You would be adapting it, but the thing is she made the armor without him. She started out without him. She doesn't fucking need him. That's what I'm saying.
And she'll have her time to prove herself in season 2. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I don't see they're gonna bring Robert Downey Jr. back for however much money he wants, and also now it's she had to have a white man help her to become what she is.
Bro, we all need white man to help us, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's just that the movies tell us that then we have to play.
We all work for somebody.
No, we do. I'm just saying. I think it's a better story if you leave it the way it is in the books, and go with, like Alonzo's saying, go with Natalie. And just don't even put Robert in there.
They're better covers too, man. Those rereads.
A hybrid of the two, where Robert Downey Jr. returns instead of like an AI construct where you could see his body, and he's Jarvis for a while.
That'd be fine, but I don't think she needs him.
Mm.
Give him to Peter.
What do you think, Steve?
He's coming.
I'm gonna go with the sniper, bro, and I'm gonna go with Natalie, man. I mean, if you're looking at a new direction, you know, I think it's gonna happen, man. I just have a good feeling that they introduce her, they transition everything to a newer character, so that you get a newer look on things, and there's a bigger buildup. I mean, if it's a sales environment, that's the best way to get things sold, is to change everything in a different direction and go with a younger generation, and that's what they're going to be doing, man. And I even think the panels, you know, they're buzzing.
What they saying?
You should be buying Ironheart #1 anyways, guys. Like,
oh, there you go. Natalie
is Ironheart. Buying that anyways, right? It's the first of her series.
Didn't someone earlier say that women are the future of Marvel?
It doesn't mean you don't need Grandpa RDJ every now and then. They even did it to Spider-Man. They were like, hey, Peter Parker is this thing that has all these years and comic book and fans and underwear and material.
Well, they had her replace Uncle Ben.
Right. They had to do something. And I think that it just seems like, how do you resist having RDJ come back for a Disney Plus series? That's so huge, you know?
Yeah.
Such a waste.
Well, let's move on to our number 14, man. If I can get it moving. Come on, 14. There you go.
I'm sorry.
Woo-hoo.
So, who's up? Is Steve's up or is it JR?
I just did the last one, Steve.
Steve.
All right, man. You got X-Men number 53, full first appearance of Onslaught. You can see that there were 23 copies sold. There's a 7-day trend of 134%. You got some high raw sales at $50. And then you got an average 9.8 sold for $232.
Damn, son. I don't know about this one. Why you? Who knows about this? Anybody?
I'm gonna talk about it real quick.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead,
Nick.
So check this out. Like, you guys remember when Powers of X, House of X came out, and like that appearance of Nimrod, the X-Men book from the '90s, like blew up, right? And everyone was like, "Oh, the Nimrod book is $25 and stuff like that." I went out, I got a bunch of Nimrod, and I chased the dragon, and now the book is back to $2 to $3. Right? This is a '90s book, guys, and it's selling for $50. Holy crap! Flip that pancake, guys! Flip it. Like, really, we're talking about Onslaught showing up in an X-Men title, so this isn't even movie spec. This is comic book spec, guys. Like, it's just not going to maintain its value. Onslaught is not coming into the movies. It's not happening. Yeah, man, I think this is a pancake. You got to flip it while you can and rebuy this book when it's $10.
Two. What you think, Two?
Yeah.
Well, I have this in a 9.8. I actually found it in a dollar bin and submitted it without press or anything, and got back on 9.8. So Onslaught's a favorite character of mine. You know, I grew up in the '90s, and you know he was badass when they brought him out. So to me, I'll hold this for my personal collection. But if I have like multiple copies, I'll just sell them. Yeah, I agree with Nick. Just sell them.
All right. Big Rob, famous Rob. What do you think?
Like, too, this is for me personally, it's just to my heart. This is like the first X-Men villain I really like started reading and fell in love with. But it's $50. That's insane for a reader spec, comic book spec. If it ever comes out in movies, I'll be fucking over the moon. But this is FOMO all the way.
FOMO. All right. How about what you think, Steve?
Yeah, no, man, I ain't buying into that. But if I had it, I'd flip it like a pancake, dude.
Like a pancake.
Yeah, for me, I wouldn't pay $50, man. I would just try to, work a better deal, bro.
SKTC number 15.
Pay you to take this from him. You know,
right? Uncle Al probably has this in the back room, bro. JR, what you think?
Come with me.
I'd have one from a personal collection. The rest of them I'd be flipping. This is if I can get $25 a piece, I'd be going. Take them.
Hell yeah! And Sniper gets the last word. Snipe.
Flip this sucker.
Flip that sucker. I would flip the fuck out of it. If I found it at Uncle Al's, bro, you see it on my you see it at Hood Rat Flea Market in the next day for sure. You know, so for I would, bro. All right, man. Nick, you're up. Or is it? Yeah, Nick, you're up. Go ahead.
Man,
this is your book anyway. This is your book anyway, bro.
I love this book, man. Eternals #1, 1976, man. Some Bronze Age goodness. The first appearance of the Eternals. 36 copies sold, a 7-day trend of plus 85%. The Raw is now going for $317. That is a ×3 to what you guys could have got this pre-COVID. And 9.6s are selling for $885. That's awesome. I kind of still think, guys, $300 is kind of a deal for this book. This is a huge book, and Eternals is that like milestone movie in Phase 4. It isn't like an origin story of a character who's died. It isn't like a sequel to something. It is the start of something new and the start of a new team. I think this is a book that I don't know if we have a thing for this, but buy it, guys. Like, if it's not on the top 10 list right now, if it's on the bottom half, buy it.
You're feeling it. You're feeling it.
I'm feeling
That's our
it.
buy. You're feeling this one, huh? All right, what you think, too?
Yeah, I say if you have it, sell it. I say sell it.
Oh, okay, sell it.
If you're gonna chase the 30-cent, 35-cent variant, chase that one. But I'll sell it. Just I don't know, like I love the Eternals, but the feel of the, especially with the trailer, it wasn't. I wasn't glued to it or anything. It wasn't catchy. You know,
don't like musicals, bro? You don't like musicals?
No musical. Like it wasn't that feeling of like the Guardians of the Galaxy when it first came out back in 2013. When the trailer hit, I was just like, okay, I gotta go watch that movie. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel that way with the Eternals. I'll go watch it, but it wasn't really like a draw to me. So, you know, I have a couple of issues or a couple of these too. So I'll probably just end up selling them.
Sell it. Big Rob, what do you think?
I do disagree with one point to it. The trailer, I think Disney tends to not show a lot on their trailers. They try to keep everything close to the vest, so they kind of want you to like kind of guess what's going to happen. So I wouldn't base too much on what the trailer does. I wish I would have bought this book when it was fucking $60 about January of 2020.
Right.
Yeah.
Nick talked about it too. Remember?
Yeah, I was stupid for not buying it. But I kind of want it for the collection. But if you have it, yeah, you should sell it.
All right. How about you, Steve?
If I had it, I would probably hold it until the movie kind of dropped, because like really think about it. Like when people were reading Guardians of the Galaxy, they didn't know who Guardians of the Galaxy were, and like Marvel totally flipped it, right? They spun it around, and it was one of the fucking best movies. So when I look at Eternals, although it was a really short trailer, look at the fucking cast of characters, guys. That is a huge cast of characters.
I think Black Knight's going to be the one, though. Fucking Jon Snow, bro.
And what they do with it, I mean, you got several phases that Marvel's kind of working in, but it's only getting better. All these shows that you're watching are just getting better, and we're benefiting from it. So I think with Eternals, if I had it, I'd hold it, wait for the movie trailer, the long version, or even wait for the first movie or the movie to come out, and just drop that shit like a fucking hammer.
Mm-hmm. This will get a sequel. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
With the actors that they have hired for this movie, there's too much money in this movie to fail. I personally would buy it right now. I know I would not get the 9.6, but I would go for a good raw, try and get myself a good high grade. because I think when the trailer comes out, it's gonna end up being at least a $600 book raw. That's just my opinion.
We don't even know the villain side yet so far.
Right, but that's the thing is, we don't. There's a lot we don't know about this movie yet.
The trailer didn't show shit.
And I think the fact that we can still get the raw for under 400, pick it up. If the trailer comes out and it looks like shit, you could still probably sell it for $500-600 and get your money back. No harm, no foul.
Imagine if you get that first appearance of Thanos for $300. I know, Rob, that's a big book for you, right? Like, imagine that. Like, it's still a good deal.
I paid $6.
You know, man, for me, man, you know me, man. Before I hand it off to the sniper, first trailer, I'm already like happy pancake day if I'm not married to that shit. I'm like, yo, it's nice. I loved you. We had a good time. Have fun with someone else. All right. Hand it over to Sniper. What you think? He gets the last word.
Oh man, I would flip it. If you have it, sell it, and I would rebuy when the movie comes out. Because right now it's just everything. Right now it's just building its hype. I missed the boat, just like Big Rob. Yeah. I should have listened to Nick. I didn't buy it. Yep. If I did, I would have flipped it. And I would just, if I could, rebuy after the movie comes out.
Even at $60, we're all like, I don't know.
That's
right? I know, right?
But it's the same thing about Guardians, right? You wouldn't have, like, Guardians was $60 and we, like, it's, what is Guardians, like, $400, $500, $600 book now, and we still are like, I don't know.
And it's not even the normal Guardians.
I mean, I'm kind of a hypocrite, bro. I have this book, and it's not in the greatest condition, and I don't want to sell it. I'm just kind of, I should sell it, but I should. I'm going to put on a Hood Rat Flea Market tonight. So I'm going to stick by my word, bro. So
I got to sell it.
I got a 9.2, and I'm not selling it until that 9.2 is $600, $800.
Yeah, man. So who's up, man? Is it 2? 2, you're up, bro.
Yeah. So, what, number 12, right?
Yep.
Yeah, number 12.
All right, so America #1, cover 8. 17 copies sold, 7-day trend of 195%. Wow. So high raw sale of $40. So average, was it CGC 9.8 sold at $96. Wow.
You're like, wow. You're like,
that's what he said. I found that in a dollar bin.
Troy started pulling out his long box right now. He's like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Is two feeling it?
I know.
He's got like 25 copies.
The only America book I have is just Vengeance #1. That's the only one. It's one of those characters where it's just like, I wasn't really attached to it. So yeah, this one just caught me off guard. I don't know what the rest of you guys, but I guess
she's definitely coming
with her. I guess the new just with that Doctor Strange teaser, poster, artwork, or whatever. So, it is a #1. We have it. I guess you hold it for now. Yeah.
Hold.
So I say hold.
Okay. Hold. How about you, Rob?
Yeah, you hold. But I'm amazed because you this is like 5 months ago. You could have found for cover everywhere.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, you can find a ton of them. It's kind of crazy. The 9.8 is only $96, and the raw is $40.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well buy the fucking 9.8 and just end the matter right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, buy the 9.8 and hold.
Hold. All right, Nick.
I say you hold this, man. This is like a character who's coming. We saw like Tua said a comic book preview image that showed her, in like a very movie poster-esque style. I've told the panel here, America Chavez was coming for a long, long time. And any of these new characters that are coming, you should be buying their first issue of their first series, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's something that should be on your list, whether it's, America Chavez or other guy we're expecting. Yes, exactly. Wolverine. Or other guy we're expecting on, whatever, right? It's a cool cover. I don't say. I would say that you hold this if you have it. If you're looking to buy the 9.8. Don't buy the raw and go hunting.
All right, Steve.
Man, I would pick it up. I would buy the 9.8, just like everybody's saying, just because I know she's coming. And not only that, yeah, all night long. But you know what? I mean, I just started picking up her new run right now.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the storyline is awesome, so I would jump back and go back. So for me, I would buy it, 100%.
Okay, you're feeling that, man. How about you, JR?
I mean, if this is her first solo series, then yeah, I'd pick this up as a slab, and then flip it when the trailer comes.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you too, man. You know me, man. Hold that till the either she shows up out of nowhere on Disney Plus or the trailer, man. You know, like so. I'm all about the hold. How about and the sniper gets the last say? What you got, man?
I would definitely, as everybody, I am in agreement with everybody. I mean, buy it at the 9.8, spend that $96, but also keep an eye on her second series because they are reworking her origin story.
Yep.
So make sure to keep your eyes out on that one.
It's actually a really good read. I've been reading it. I had never thought I'd be reading America Chavez series, and I'm like, oh, I like this. You know, like I think they're making it more. They're trying to make more sense. Because I heard this origin story was a mess. That's the rumor.
Did anybody read this whole run, the first run?
I read the first 3 and I was done, bro. I was like, this shit's stupid. You know.
Is there any villains that came out of this run for her?
Yeah.
Because I'll be buying those. If there's first appearances for villains.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. It was weird.
Yeah, she didn't have a villain of her own. In the whole series is a kind of about her trying to like find herself and trying to get back to her family, and where she fits in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's just moving from dimension to dimension. I was just kind of lost. I was like, oh, and I didn't like the art, and I was like, I'm moving on. But now this one, the new series, I actually like it. It's one of my favorite books I'm reading right now.
It makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Why she's America and from a different dimension? Is she from a different America in that dimension?
Well, I mean, in the new series, they make it seem like spoiler alerts. If you guys don't want to hear it, I would hit the mute right now. But she meets her sister in issue 3, and basically her sister's trying to tell her what you know is not true, and basically you've been experimented on, and we've been experimented on, and
on an island and stuff.
Yeah. And
so they're not from another dimension.
That's what they're reworking it as, because her sister took her back to this island where they were doing like all these experiments on all these little kids, and you know,
better origin. That's way better.
Yeah, then you get to meet her mom, which are like 2 fine women. You know, like it's it's a trip. Yeah, they're awesome, man. Like she was left on a. They found her adopted parents found her on a beach, you know, and raised her, and she always remembered who her mothers were, and now it's all getting flipped on her by her sister. That's why I say, like, pick up the first 3 of those, man. The first 3 of those, her sister shows up in the first 3. The first number 1's a cameo, number 2's a cameo, number 3's the first appearance, man. And I always telling people, man, pick up that number 1 second print, bro, because that's when sister shows up in the shadow, man. But yeah, man.
So
go ahead.
If she's Weapon X, like in the weapon program, right? Is she like Weapon 76? Because you know America, Independence Day. Yeah.
I see what you did there, man. I see what you did there.
Wow.
There you go. And you know what, man? I think Rob gets our number 1 to this week, man. So, Rob, what do you got, bro?
All right.
Let me see
the book I never read. Sweet Tooth number 1, 23 copies sold, 7-day trend of 119%. Wow. Average raw sale is 175 big ones for this one. This one's crazy. High sales for 9.8 and almost $1,000, 945. So this is the RGJ spec because he's part of this production, right? Is he the star of the film?
No,
it's not even.
No, he's not even in there.
It goes out.
It's out already on Netflix.
Yeah, so it's no more spec.
But
isn't he part of the production somehow?
He's part of the
Yeah,
production.
it's just a company.
The producer.
Yeah.
He's a producer or something.
Okay. So yeah, I honestly, it just heard. I had nothing about. I didn't knew it was out. So okay, $175. There you go. Who else got something?
Okay.
Whereas actual
Two.
shit.
What you got?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I say flip it. Yeah,
That's okay.
I used to run
Yeah.
into this book like all the
Yeah,
time in the
Really?
dollar bins.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then I know one of my buddy was telling me about it, and I was just like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I should pick it up, but I never did. So, but you know, if you have it, I guess you flip it. Yeah.
All right, Nick.
You're running out of time, people who own this book. Sell it now. Sell, 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 sell. All right?
Yep.
If you don't sell it now, then you're going to have to hold this until they announce season 2. Right? And then you're going to have to sell. And then after season 2, if you're still holding on to the book, you're just screwed because Netflix doesn't like to keep anything around more than two to 3 seasons. So you have to just get rid of this book if you've been holding it. Your time is now. Like Ian said, I love you. I had a good time with you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Time to grow some rings and fly.
And also go with Netflix there. Netflix will usually make up their mind pretty freaking quick.
Yep.
Like you got like a 3-week window to decide.
Yeah, just look at was it Jupiter? Was it Jupiter?
Yeah.
Jupiter's Legacy. Oh,
Exactly.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jupiter what?
You would think that would stick around though, right? Like it was a good show.
It was the cost of the show though.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Jupiter's Legacy, everyone liked it so much. I was like, oh, I don't have to sell my copies. I'll just leave them in a box and I'll find them later. And then they canceled it, and now no one wants the books anymore. And now my copies are probably going to go out to lucky people who participate in fire sale comic sales. So
we should have a bag holder meme here. I'll get a bag holder meme for you, bro.
How's
Steve.
this show? One question.
Yo,
How's
man.
this show trending on Netflix? Everybody know? Like the one.
That's what I was
It's
just
on-
gonna say.
it's on
in
Netflix
the
right
top
now.
10. It's on the top 10, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's trending in
Yeah,
the
they
top
say
10.
it's got good buzz.
Yeah, this
People
is
like it.
Yeah, this.
I
like it.
watched the first episode, man, and it was awesome, dude. I would have watched the second, but I fell asleep. You know, that old age kicked in, and I was snoring. But like, look, man, I'm gonna say this, man. If I had it, I would sell it, and if I had it, I would definitely probably go with a 9.8 to have it. Right, I would drop the $945. I'd go to my LCS mañana, and I would just pick up the compendium. And that's it. Call it a wrap. So flip that shit like
Jay was right about that.
yeah, like
JR.
a motherfucker.
I
Like a
flip
motherfucker.
the shit. Flip in a heartbeat because A, I can't stand Jeff Lemire, but B, this book, if it doesn't get picked up for a season 2, that 9.8 is gonna be 500 within a month.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, even if it's a good show, they're canceling it because I think Jupiter got a really good buzz, right?
The only thing that'll save this show is that it's gonna be a lot cheaper to make.
but I think it's
they
a
gotta-
cute show. Kids can watch it too. You know, I don't know. I haven't watched it, so I don't even know nothing about the book. You know,
I want
but
to say, isn't the
it's like-
kid like a cannibal or something though?
It's
Is he?
about it's like an apocalyptic tale, but there's children that kind of grow into like a different species of animal, right? And they're just killing them, man. And they have him just hidden in the hills, man, and they're trying to keep him safe. And he's actually probably the last anomaly left, probably from what I understand. I know Sheena's read it. She said well, they are be nice to Sheena, but she said it's really good. The comic's really good, and
My
even
thing
Lord
is
Chuck
this.
said the show was fuego. Even Lord Chuck said it's good. You know.
yeah,
but
So-
that cover's
My
kind
thing
of
is-
lame too.
Yeah,
it is.
my thing
But,
is Jeff Lemire is just
We
he's not a solid writer.
We
Some
know.
people love him. No, but I mean,
We
I'm
know
just
how
saying
you're-
some people
feel about.
love him. Like Underwater Welder is another one. If, in all honesty, I'd be looking for Underwater Welder rather than if it had original issues rather than Sweet Tooth. Because if this did good, then his other stuff's going to get heat. Go look for those books if you want to make money.
And for me, man, I think as from a buyer perspective, I think there's a bunch of FOMO, man. You know, the FOMO is strong with this one, man. You know, so I think people will watch this and they're like, oh, man, let me go pick it up. I really like this movie. And then, guys like two who bought it for $1, like you could take it for $175. Like.
Yep.
So that's what I'm thinking too, man. If I had this book, it'd be on Hood Rat Flea Market in an instant, man. I'm gonna pass it off to Sniper though. Sniper, what's up, man? What do you think?
Nah, man, I'd flip this sucker. Just be done with it. Make your money. Be happy you made your money. Even if they decide they're gonna make season 2, you can pick it up for cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
During that lull, because people will forget, because people have short-term problems. Make your money, man. Flip this sucker.
Make that money. Well, that's it, man. Thank you for joining us, bro. We appreciate you coming on, man. And again, this was brought to you by Covr Price, man. Unbiased information. This stuff that we actually buy as a community, man. That they put together for everybody. If you sign up, you get 10 days free, man. It's a pretty good app, man. So check that out. And Steve, you want to talk about what we got coming up with our boy in the chat?
Oh my lord, man! I had a great chat last night with my man Geek Drew, and my man Jeff is dope, man. But y'all mark them notification bells. Go ahead and slap the shit out of that notification bell, and make sure you got a seat for Thursday's Mondo Mail Call show. I know we were talking in the back, and there's some heat being brought forth, and I know
really
Jeff
you got some heat for us.
Not I, but I mean. Cyclops be getting that heat. I know Geek Driven was like, yo, I'm gonna have to come out with my left and right. And you never can count Big Rob out. Big Rob is always the show stopper. Me it might be a light week, man. I don't know.
Heartbreaking.
My hands stay warm when Big Rob starts showing his book, if you know what I'm saying. So
you like my book in your face.
Go ahead, JR.
And then this Friday, I'll be dropping my premiere episode of This Is the Way, a Star Wars Origin, featuring Morbius of Comic Relief. And actually, it was a great show. It was fun. Just a little 45-minute show. It'll be easy for you guys to go through just one-on-one interview. After him, I've got a couple more people. I got Hood Rat. I got Sam. I'm working on a couple more. But hopefully I'll have this come out every week for you guys. It should be dropping like probably 3 a.m. in the morning. So
what a good name for it.
Can't wait.
That's
Yo,
so
JR.
good.
Yeah. Can I hit a little? Can I give him a little teaser?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So I had the opportunity to do the opening with JR and do the test run. Y'all are in for a treat. I mean, my man JR has a love for Star Wars like no other I've ever met, aside from like Hood Rat. I mean, and Big Rob. They're big Star Wars fans, but JR, I'll tell you guys this. You go to SDCC, you won't see JR. He goes to the Del Rey books, picks up his stuff. I mean, my man's
he buys the Del Rey books.
Yeah. And he will not talk to you in line like when we're getting into it. Like that's his time to read. So like utmost respect. You guys are in for a treat. I mean, he got some great questions. He wants to get out of the community. Y'all, please hit my man JR if you guys want to be on the show. If you guys have a love for Star Wars, hit him up, y'all. Definitely. I guarantee you guys will have a great time. 100%.
I can't wait to go on the show just to be embarrassed with the lack of Star Wars knowledge I have compared to JR.
Well, I know.
But it's not like it's. I'll tell you this right now. It's not like because I won't correct people. There's been some people say, "How
you corrected me." No,
yeah,
because I felt like a dummy when you said that, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, you are right." I was like,
for the most part, I will not. No, for the most part, I will not correct people.
But you would. I mean, it's okay for you to do it.
Right?
Ian gets special treatment. Ian got special treatment.
You get the asshole part of
yo.
The Han Solo shoots is called a pew pew, right?
A pew pew.
They are.
But let me put this.
Hey,
it's not about. Yeah, no, I'll get you, Danime. We'll talk. Hit me up on Instagram. It's not about if you know what's right or wrong about Star Wars. It's about what Star Wars has done for you. That's what I want that to be about. This is your version of Star Wars. If you say Star Wars came out in 1978, then shit, it came out in 1978. Unless you're Ian, and then I'm going to correct you and say it's 77.
Yeah, you did. You said 77.
You said 78, bro?
I know.
Did I? The 80s?
I said I was born in 78. I didn't say
No. That was just I'm just using that as a reference.
I messed up the ghost. It was the ghost in the Razor Crest. Yeah, that's the one I messed up.
I gave him the option of the ghost or the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll ride around in the ghost. I'll chill at the Mandalorian.
Oh.
And I'm like,
I know. I know.
I was like, no. Reverse that.
All right, I'm just gonna become a pure surfer now.
Only my Star Wars knowledge exists to the holiday special. It's all I know. It's all I've seen.
But that would be awesome. Just come on.
We will
just
have
go
a
on
holiday
and talk about
special one, Nick. We'll talk about the holiday special.
We should review it.
The Life Day special.
And Alonzo, you want to tell what's up with the new comic book day, man? I still got to get you my pick.
Oh yeah. So as always, we're gonna have our top picks for you this Sunday, same bat time, same bat channel, and where we go over our top picks as well as all pop culture references that happened during the past week. You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be fun.
Always fun, man. And happy birthday, Jay.
Birthday.
Woo! Let's sing him a happy birthday here. Come on, man. You guys go.
Oh man, I have a bet. No, I can't do it.
You look like a zoo. You look like a monkey. What? I'm sorry.
But if you get
happy birthday to Justin.
Much love. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Justin.
And also go to Morbius's channel and watch the rewind of all of us making fools over on Justin's birthday today.
Oh yeah, man! I gotta get Morbius's link, and I'm gonna put it up in our mail call with get him more subs, man. You know that was a fun show, bro. Morbrun's a good show, man. He just he's down, bro. Mor's down, and we also talked about our little trip going into that we have planned, man. So
yeah, Baltimore does not know what the fuck is coming for it.
Bro, it's gonna be the real world comic podcast, and it's gonna be messed up, bro. It's gonna be JR is gonna come out with a kid. He's gonna have a kid 9 months later.
No.
I'm gonna have like busted teeth. I don't know where the fuck my teeth at. Steve's gonna wake up in Africa or some shit. Like how the fuck I get here?
Yeah, 1 minute I'm in Baltimore, the next minute I'm over there in Madagascar. What the hell?
Like, bro, I told you the gummies, only 4 gummies at a time. You're like, bro, I had to do 10, man. Like,
so how many heads do you bite off to equal 4 gummies? You bite the head off the teddy bear, right?
Yeah, just that, dude. The ears, because once you get down to the middle, dude, you might be like staring at yourself, making some decisions. You have some problems and situations.
I can't go to Baltimore, man. I'm not allowed to bring straps on the plane anymore, and Baltimore's too hard for me, man.
Oh man, come on, man. It's gonna be fun, bro.
Oh, that sounds fun. Lamar Jackson, hell yeah.
We're gonna get shit faced and just watch them beat up on the Bungles.
You gotta be careful out there, though.
And two. What you got going on, man? You got your channel too, right, bro?
Yeah, I have my channel. I haven't posted anything up on or uploaded anything up on it yet. So soon, hopefully soon.
Two's his channel is in our description and his Instagram, man. Like two needs any more Instagram followers, bro. You have fucking 50,000 followers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we appreciate you too, man, coming on, bro. You're always you are the humble guy on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you always. I don't know how you figure it out, bro. I don't know how you figure out all the shit that you figure out, bro. Like, because you're always the first one, like all the time. I'm like, do you got an inside information that we don't know? You know what I'm saying?
That's
people call me, who was it? Guy Hulk, Edward Norton.
Oh,
you're pretty
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
man.
I don't know. I guess intuition. I don't know.
But man, thank you for coming, man. We appreciate you, man. And again, man, happy Tourette's Awareness Day for all my fellow cats that have Tourette's too, man. But who wants to send it out, man? I'm gonna give it to Big Rob, bro. What's up, man?
Well, if you want to do it right, collect what you like. Peace out.
Peace.
One love.